Hey there, friend. Welcome back to CouchTales. I'm your host, Analia, and today we're talking about something we're all guilty of, putting ourselves last. But first, just a friendly reminder, this is for informational purposes only and not professional advice. So if you're looking for a reason to book that spa day or finally tell your boss no, consider this your sign. Let's get into it. Story number 1, the mom who didn't have time. Meet Jessica. Jessica is a mom of 2, works full-time, and can somehow pack a school lunch while holding a toddler and sending an email. Her calendar looks like a military operation plan. Yet when her friend asks, "Hey, when's the last time you did something just for you?" she freezes. Jessica knows she should take time for herself, but she just can't justify it. Why? Because somewhere along the way, Jessica learned that her worth is tied to how much she does for others. Taking care of herself feels selfish, even though deep down she's running on fumes. Story number 2. Mark the people pleaser. Mark is the go-to guy. Need help moving? Call Mark. Need someone to work late? Mark's got it. Need a ride to the airport at 4 a.m.? You already know who's showing up. But here's the problem. Mark is exhausted. He hasn't had a weekend to himself in months, and yet he can't say no. Why? Because deep down, Mark fears that if he stops saying yes to everything, people might stop liking him. His brain has convinced him that being helpful equals being valuable. So why do we do this? 3 things. Number 1. Evolutionary psychology. Being part of a tribe equals survival. If you were kicked out, that's bad news. You probably wouldn't last long in the wild all by yourself. Our brains still hold on to this fear. We associate taking care of ourselves with risking rejection. Number 2, the OG of psychoanalysts would say that this is from childhood, that we're conditioned to seek approval from authority figures. Parents, teachers, bosses. So when we focus on ourselves instead of others, it triggers guilt because we feel like we're breaking the rules. Number 3, societal pressure. Let's be real. Society loves the selfless hero narrative. We're constantly told to grind harder, give 110%, and never stop hustling. Prioritizing ourselves then, well, that's not celebrated nearly as much. So, how do we start prioritizing ourselves without feeling like we're betraying everyone around us? 3 things. Realize you can't pour from an empty cup. If you never charge your phone, it dies. Guess what? Same goes for you. Number 2, start small. Take 5 minutes for yourself today. A walk, a deep breath, a snack you don't have to share. It counts. And number 3, reframe your thinking. Instead of, I can't take time for myself, try, taking care of myself lets me show up better for others. All right, that's it for today's episode of CouchTales, Why We Do What We Do. I'm your host, Analia, and I hope this episode gave you something to think about. If you liked it, please take a moment to follow, subscribe, and share it with a friend who might need to hear this today. And feel free to add it to your social media. Until next time, friend, stay curious, stay kind, maybe take a little time for yourself today. You deserve it.